Hmm. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Another day of the Astro-Gravitational Report. Uh, communication issues, love and values issues. Yes, as Uranus is going to be a stationary within in Taurus, and particularly that right now we have this kind of like a lack of energy and too much stubbornness between the evolutionary process and to what it is and what is going on. You're gonna feel in the next few days, but actually about almost 3 days, because Uranus is going to be going and moving direct. But without energy, particularly in the next 3 days, please stay away from any completely emotionally based radical decisions, particularly cut communications, broken down, cut relationships, things that is going to be like, oh, this is going to not going to work, that's not going to work, because this is a moments when the evolution has to be really take a look at it and overcome it. I had to go ahead and look at it. The last time Uranus was there, and the last time Uranus was there was so much crap happened. Okay, last time Uranus was in that positions in the sky was 1941. I won't go back into what happened in there, because there was a lot of mess that happened back in 1941. Okay, but take a look at the baseline of the history. What do we have to do? What we have to be evolve from it, not to repeat the same bullshit crap from the past. But as this energy is going to be coming in and trigger, that particularly at the new moon that is going to be at Aquarius is going to be part of that. Are we going to take the new path? Then we're going to take the new ways, and we're going to be really changing the things in us. So with that energy that we are going to be talking about right now, Mercury is at 27 degrees squaring exact Uranus. Okay, Uranus is gonna be one of this kind of like aspect with Mercury that is gonna be like either a very strong kind of like a destructive communications, or since you're realizing there will be destructive communications, you realizing let's gonna be no communications at all. That energy is gonna be following with Venus, because Venus is at 23 degrees in there. And since Uranus is opposing Lilith in there, there's going to be a lot of exposures of the shadow. A lot of things is going to come out on the surface. So, particularly with those energies, and as we talking about it in the next few days, we are going to be seeing it, how Uranus is going to be, okay, all this is destroyed, all this is not going to happen. Let's us build with what we have. So this energy we're going to be talking about later on, particularly about this in the next few days, because this energy is going to be very, very interesting. Okay. So 8 o'clock, this is going to be exact when Mercury is going to come out in the event horizon. And here is that thinking about it. I don't want to talk, I don't want to discuss all this. It's done, it's stagnant. It is really because Uranus doesn't move. He already destroyed what is destroyed, and now you're realizing what it was destroyed. Okay, so of what is realizing what it was destroyed, what are you going to do in there? You're going to be continue destroying, or you're going to be beginning to build with what you have. So those energies is going to be somehow very interesting, because the moon that it's at the 29 degrees of Scorpio, it is in divine energies with this Mercury. It's like, let's not avenge, let's not revenge, because that doesn't help. We continue to passing the avenge and the revenge towards to it. But are we going to be coming to a common sense? It's going to come in from the true Lilith, The true Lilith is in divine energies with Jupiter, and the Sun is in divine energies with Jupiter. It is like, let's look at it and renovating the things in the family patterns. Okay, Jupiter is still going to be going on until March, and Cancer retrograde. Okay, this is not going forward. Okay, all right. So the next hour, this is going to be the time when the emotions is going to be getting high. Oh, we don't have a lack of structure. We are not ready for the future. All this, all that. And now, since the moon is at the end of Virgo, that is at the 29 degrees of Virgo, this is going to be direct oppositions of Saturn. I don't want this. This is going to have to end. I don't like this. The inner work is going to be at the beginning of Capricorn, while the moon should be looking at more into Uranus. Is like, okay, things are not good, not well. We have to look at what we're going to do. Things are not going to be that much great, but I have to change and I have to transform. There is going to be this beautiful kite created between Uranus, the sun, and Pluto is going to be involved within that a little bit in there. But we're going to see that energy that is going to be pointed out, because the funnel of this kite is going to be the moon. You see, everything begins there. It goes up above, right? Which is going to be a Saturn and Neptune. But with the direct oppositions, things is going to be a very, very intense. Because here is, how can you want me to go and start doing something new? Because there is no instructions. Everything is not structured. Well, it's coming into that point, okay? Because if you don't like the life, you have to build a new one. If you don't like the situations, you have to build new things. If you don't understand the old world, you have to build new one. If you don't like it, of course, you have to build something new. But is this going to happen or not? All right. So with those very kind of like intense energies, we are going to be continued throughout the day. We are going to be seeing that what is coming in from the shadow. Okay, that coming in from the shadow, the ascendant is at Taurus. That is going to be squaring Pluto. Lack of the transformations is because certain things of the shadow are still in force. If you know what is planet from the shadow, if you have any things that you're hiding from within you, the hiding from within you prevents you to be what you need to be. So this energy is going to come out and it's going to say, you know what, maybe I should, I could, I would, but would you be? In the next hour, we're going to see some Uranus is going to be a stationary. It's just kind of like a waiting to make up your mind. Okay, this is when it happens when Uranus is a stationary, particularly right now in Taurus, is like the investor who is like, where should I invest? I have to wait and I have to see. I see this great opportunity. I agree that stuff. And this is how they look, okay, in the chart. Here is Uranus coming into the ascendant. He's in Taurus, right? So this energy is going to be working very well with Saturn and Neptune. Very powerful here with the inner work at Capricorn. This is where I was the last new moon, right? And as we see in it, this processing right now, the moon, it's seeked and it's supported. That is what we have to be looking in there as the moon is entering the first minutes within Libra, that is got divine communications with Mercury. So it all depends of what kind of communications you are gonna be seeking from within you. All right. Okay. So in the next hour, the ascendant is going to be at Gemini. The inner work is going to be at Aquarius. Those divine energies towards Jupiter is going to be like beaming out there. We're going to see this. Proper actions is going to be of making it the balance. Since the moon, it's going to be a trining Mars in Aquarius. Now the moon is trining Pluto, but it's going to be trining also Mars. We're going to see that actions in there of creating a balance. Hopefully you find a balance after everything was kind of like restructured, removed. Okay, particularly with Uranus, that it still is going to be a stationary sitting there at 27 in the sky at Taurus. Now, the thing is that in the next hour at 1 o'clock, this is going to be the inner work that you have to be very much careful about. With this in there. Hi, Namira. Hi, Zion. Thank you for coming in. And we're going to see this inner work that's going to be exactly with Mercury. 27 degrees with 27 degrees of Uranus. This is a moment that's going to be some very intense energies, particularly that ascendant, who is the beginning of Cancer. He is going to be trigger all these family patterns with Saturn and Neptune. As we see in Uranus and Taurus, and we're seeing it here of Venus and Mercury and the inner work right now at the end of Aquarius. We got to be very careful what we are rebelling to and what we are rebelling against it. Is it proper? It is it right? Is the really, are we pushing it? So all this has to be really, if you have intense communications within you, just kind of like a step back, and it's like, you know what, I gotta handle this. I have to look at it on different angles. Thanks God that the moon, it's gonna be okay with Mars. That is gonna bring some more energies with this, in particular in the next hour that we are seeing it. That the ascendant is going to be with the Jupiter in there, and the dark sun, which is kind of like a dark sun is a awakening of these secret powers we have. Okay, right now this secret power is where? In Cancer. All right. So as the inner work and the North Node is going to be from Pisces, very beautiful trines with this. But the moon that is going to be at the Libra is going to be like, I gotta have this peace. And with these transformations that it's coming in, because the moon is at second degree of Libra, that is a beautiful trine with Pluto. Okay, that energy of Pluto is going to be really, really powerful, very interesting, very powerful with you. Take a look what you have in Libra and take a look what you have in Aquarius. Those are important transformations, depth processes. All right, 3 o'clock, the inner work is going to be with Neptune and Saturn. Would you accept the new things? The old stuff, they're not anymore. Might as well get over it. Right now, you have to sit and you have to take a look. This is kind of like a hopefully you don't end up in these situations in there, but this is like after the things, let's say like tornado moved and destroyed everything, and now you're picking up everything that could be used, you collect it, you sort it out, and then everything that it has to go, it goes out, and then what you're going to do, you're going to rebuild it. Okay, and with this rebuilding in there, thinking about first about your internal self. Don't look at it too much about the material powers in there. Because if you don't rebuild first within yourself, it's like, okay, if you're just sitting there, it's like, oh, everything is just right, you're not going to do anything. First of all, you have to start looking at within you. What is these energies are telling you from within yourself? Because the old ways, they're not working anymore. Right? They're not. Doesn't matter how much you want them to work. All right, 4 o'clock. The inner work is going to be more with Chiron ascendant. It's going to be at Leo. Right now, the ego is like, this is the moments when you are kind of like agitated, aggravated. Why did this happen? Why did this was all this? Why all these situations? Why cannot just be beautiful? Why cannot this? And so on. You need to understand that some of the things that happens in life, it's that depth of transformations. You cannot be all your life a larva when you are created to be a butterfly. You have to go through metamorphosis. You have to go to these catalytic experiences. Because if there is no this Catholic experience, you will not appreciate it, things. You will not understand this. You will not evolve above things. Okay, so this is going to be some very challenges and interesting moments for everybody. But the moon, it's going to be an yacht with Lilith towards the inner work and Taurus. Here's what I said long time ago. Are you going to build your fears or are you going to build your dreams? Because they are both hidden into the shadow. Everyone has like a secret desires. Everyone has like a wishes. Everyone has this thing buried within them, right? Everyone. And everyone is seeking what? To have a peace and balance and everything to be what? A paradise state. But you have to work it out, the paradise state. So this yacht is going to be bringing, and it's going to be some particularly very beautiful. If you have anything in the third degrees of Taurus, those who has the sun in there, they are going to be looking at that authority and they're going to make things happen. Those who have the moon in there, they're going to be providing the emotional support. They will be seeking at how to help others. They're going to be this intuition of knowing how the things to be. Mercury, those going to be the people who knows what to say, how to say into there, how this exactly has to be happened from with. You have Venus there. It's going to be the love and the values. They are going to be providing there. So this is going to be some very, very interesting, powerful moments for that. 6 o'clock. The inner work is going to be passing through Uranus right now. Be mindful what you have of the ascendant at the last degrees of Leo, because this last degree of Leo is opposing the last degrees of Aquarius. And since Uranus is in the last degrees of Taurus, here how this destructive energy is going to beginning to create these tornadoes. You don't need the tornadoes. You just have to understand. Totally different way. Okay? This is like the story of the three pigs. We talk about it. Don't build your house in a sandy land, right? Don't make it like that. Make it on a very beautiful structure, but you don't have the structure yet, right? You're worried what kind of structure. The structure is you. You have to renovate first your own structure within yourself, okay? Don't look at it for any other place. Well, at 7 o'clock, the inner work, it's going to be opposing Lilith. In there, ascendant is going to be with exactly with the South Node, repeating of the past. Hopefully, the things that happened in 1941 doesn't repeat. Okay? Hopefully they're not. That's what I'm praying for. Okay? But it is what it is. Okay? Just because something happened in the past, that doesn't mean we have to go through the same thing over and over. All right. So if you look at the astrology, that's what Uranus was back in 1941. Okay, back in 1941, that's what he was, and things that it was that Saturn, Lilith, and Uranus were there at Taurus. Okay. And things wasn't that much great about it. Okay, so don't follow up into this, but just be mindful. All right, 8 o'clock, the ascendant that's going to be at Virgo, there's going to be some divine energies. First of all, the divine energies from Jupiter towards the sun, from the sun towards the ascendant, and from the ascendant towards Chiron, healing the past generations. That is going to be a very, very healthy pattern. A very healthy pattern. The moon is moving at the 5th degree now. The proper actions are coming in. You understand what properly you need to do. You're going to find this dignity, this honor, this internal force of the warrior. I will do this. I can handle this. because right now Mars, it does not have negative aspects. Thank God he doesn't. But Mars is going to be having his tensions, okay, when he's going to be start reaching after the 25th degree of Aquarius, okay. But we are going to be also seeing it that it's going to be at this period when the moon, the sun, Mars, they're all going to be kind of like being in that area with Uranus, and things can get really, really frustrated. But now it's your job for you to learn what? Overcoming the primary triggers, communications, love, and values. All right, 9 o'clock. As the 9 o'clock, it's coming in. The inner work is the first degrees of Cancer. The ascendant is the first degrees of Libra. That is it to create all this, intensify how we're going to do it into the new period. How I'm going to be doing in this of myself. How I'm going to be helping this with myself. We are talking about that self energy because Saturn is going to be joining Neptune at Aries. So the more of your internal things as a garbage, you talk that out, the better it will be. Of course, you're going to have some tests and all this. And of course, it's going to go through the intense energies. If you think you're going to be kind of like escaping, no, you won't. Okay, one way or another, there's going to be some these intense communications with people, with situations, and we're going to see it later on when Mercury is going to be going into Pisces. If you're breaking things down right now, later on you're going to be realizing things, and you're going to be feel sorry about it. Okay. All right, but 10 o'clock, very beautiful divine energies because you're understanding where the process should be, where the process is going to be coming in. That is going to be some very beautiful energy in there as the ascendant and Lilith, ascendant and the moon, I'm sorry, not Lilith, they are going to be particularly going towards the North Node. Now the intuition is going to be, I'm receiving it from the North Node. I'm receiving it, the guidance for a balance where I need to go. So I have to look at it, Lilith. I have to look at it also the energies of transformations. Very beautiful. You're going to feel it in the air, okay? But don't follow up because of this Uranus, okay? Because the things is going to be stagnant. The things is going to be hard until he is going to be moved. All right, as you see it here, it doesn't have anything that it says, right? But if you look at it here, where is Uranus? In there, it says that little S is state for stationary. This little bit R for Jupiter, it's state for retrograde. All right, so keeping it going, we got like 1 more hour to go, and the energy of 11 o'clock is going to be the squaring of Jupiter. Of course, this family patterns, hopefully until March, we're going to be gladly healing all this family-oriented, family damage, family drama, trauma, and so on out in the toilet, because you have to put new things inside of you, so the old things to go out, right? So this is what you have to take a look, okay? Because those are the things that right now Jupiter is going to be hardly working on it. And since Jupiter is right now divine energies, we are going to be talking about with the sun. This is it about the authority that it's going to be focusing there on a very profound things. Okay, I'm talking about like I have to look at it a new way. I have to develop it a new way. Just because they were like this, and I have that information so the way they were, that doesn't mean I have to do the same thing. Change is inevitable. Okay, the question is will we be able to do it? So this is going to be kind of like the day of the ending of the day, And I'm going to be giving you what is going to be happening at 7 o'clock in the morning, February 6th. All right. There he is. Well, the moon is going to be some in Libra. Very good energies with the North Node. Very beautiful energies. Very beautiful energies. The moon is going to be at 11 degrees. That is going to be some good energies with Pluto, with Mars, with the Sun. Right now that we're going to get this work out. The only one thing is going to be that we are going to, as the Mercury is moving a little bit ahead, that's going to be the moon, that it's going to be squaring some more of Jupiter, so the family things is going to be more in pressure. But we are going to be seeing it at 7 o'clock in the morning, that the inner work is going to be connecting with Lilith, that squares Mercury. Okay, we're going to see that, and that can affect a lots of stuff. Particularly if somebody sees the negative side that you're hiding within the shadow within you, and now in the morning you have this within yourself, and you're like, oh my God. Okay, so this can create some lots of other issues. Hopefully it doesn't be you, but look at it within yourself. Look at it, the things are going to be, and we're going to be talking more about this mañana or tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. If you like what you hear, you can click, you can subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, you can always put it here in a chat, or you can go ahead and email me at astroviber1111@gmail.com. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. Much love, and come back tomorrow for another astro gravitational report.